Alright, so I'm gonna remove the front wheel. So I have it up on the rear stand and the front stand. And I totally forgot to set up the camera, so I already took the axle off for the most part. So the axle here is an Allen head. It's a 14 millimeter Allen head. Kind of hard to find a 14 millimeter. You probably won't find this at a regular hardware store. You probably have to go to like Pep Boys or something like that, where they have bigger Allen heads available. So before you do that, you actually have to remove this pinch bolt right here. So this pinch bolt clamps onto the axle here, so that way it doesn't spin. So remove that. That's I think a 6 millimeter, 5 or 6 millimeter Allen head. Then remove this. So I'm at that point right now. Okay, wiggle the support right here. I'm supporting the wheel, so it takes load off the axle. So I take this out, slowly wiggle it loose. Right here, this is your ABS sensor, so be careful with this. Don't damage it. Otherwise, your ABS light's gonna light up, and you're like, "What the heck's going on?" Blah blah blah. So be careful with that. Oops. So it just dropped right down. So there it is. So yeah, don't mess with that. So now, put the axle aside. Now I can drop the wheel down. Oops, you know what's being held by? The wheel is actually being held by the brake calipers. God dang it! I should have loosened up the brake calipers first. God damn it. Okay. So okay, so now what you need to do, because this bridge and fender here, it connects the two lower legs, so the brake calipers or the forks, they can't wiggle. So you gotta disconnect that, so that way you could actually spin this outwards and clear the wheel. So those nuts or those bolts, these bolts here are, those are 5 millimeter. 5 millimeter. So obviously you should do both sides. I'm gonna do both sides. One. Two. Obviously the other side as well. 3. 4. Right, so that's loose there. Now we can actually hopefully I could clear the rotor. Okay, so I cleared one rotor on one side, do that on the other side. So clear that rotor. Oops, it'd be nice to have another set of hands here. Oh man, my wheels looks like it's gonna be hitting the so it's gonna be hitting the I still can't get it out. Let's see. Let me unclip the brake lines. Seems like the brake line is kind of being held. It's holding it together a little bit. Let me unclip the brake line. The brake line mount clips. So unclip the brake line. So this side's unclipped. It actually unclipped itself as I was spinning the rotating the calipers. So hopefully I didn't damage that clip. I don't think I did, but you never know. Alright, so brake lines on both sides unclipped. Let's see what else is on there. Okay, so that clears. I think this side was clear. I need to unclip the other brake line as well. Looks like it's best to unclip all the brake lines. more space to work with, more wiggle. Be able to wiggle it a little bit better. Okay, so all the back line mounts are unclipped. Okay, so, oh there, okay, there it goes. Now both forks here could kind of swing out, and the calipers will clear the wheel. So there it goes, clears the wheel. Okay, man, I scratched up my rim a little bit. Should have known better, but you know, shit happens. I'm not too concerned. And this is kind of a good time to take this wheel off too, because I'm at the wheel bar. I'm looking at my wheel bar here on my sides. Both sides is at the wheel bar. The middle still has some life left. That's pretty typical of a front tire. The middle always lasts longer than the sides. All right, so that's removing the front wheel.